President Tinubu signs student loan bill into law, and he did that on Democracy Day. That was on Monday, uh, June 12th, 2023. Okay, and it actually received a lot of backlash from the public as well as from ASU that it is actually dead on arrival and likely not going to succeed. Okay, because of the peculiarity of Nigeria and the conditions of employment opportunities in Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed the student loan bill into law in a move aimed at improving the education sector across the country. Okay, Politics Nigeria reports that this legislation aims to provide interest-free loans to financially disadvantaged Nigerian students, opening doors of opportunity for higher education. The newly enacted law paves the way for the establishment of the Nigerian Education Bank. This institution will be vested with the authority to supervise, coordinate, administer, and monitor the management of student loans across the country. It will serve as the central hub for processing loan applications from students attending higher educational institutions in Nigeria. The bank, it is understood, will carefully screen these applications to ensure they meet all the requirements outlined in the Act. Additionally, the Nigerian Education Bank will hold the power to approve and disburse loans to qualified applicants. It will diligently monitor and coordinate the students' loan accounts, ensuring compliance with disbursement procedures. The bank will also keep track of the academic records of loan recipients, including information on their graduation, national service, and employment. This monitoring process ensures that loan beneficiaries commence repayment promptly when due, among other vital functions. This newspaper learned that the bill emphasizes equal access to the loan scheme for all students pursuing higher education in public institutions within Nigeria. Discrimination based on gender, religion, tribe, social standing, or disability, it is gathered, is strictly prohibited under this Act, ensuring fair and inclusive opportunities for all. Tinubu signs this into law, and this is exactly what is expected to be and how it's expected to be managed. Okay, and he just did that this June 12th, celebrating June 12th Democracy Day. And one prof from Federal University of Technology, Mina, has actually challenged it and said it's dead on arrival. People are saying that it is a good law, it's a good stuff, it has come to pass. How many policies have we established in Nigeria and we never follow through? Okay, now, like I said in the earlier video, we gave N-Power money loan, traders money loan by Buhari and Oshibanjo, hoping that they will do investment and then they will repay it and then they will take another one. Who has monitored that loan through till today? Okay, and that was why Nigeria said that was more of vote buying. You understand? Now another one, he is here now, and we are thinking we are going to follow through. Nigeria don't follow things through. Now the amount of power that is going to be given to the education bank that is meant to administer this loan, you know what happens in Nigeria? Everybody will chop. Okay? When you give this power to such people, of course, ordinarily it's for good intention, but people will still sabotage it. Okay? But the question is, like somebody was asking, that, minimum wage is 30,000, how can they pay? Another person is saying that graduates don't start at level 8 and are above minimum wage. And the question I'm asking is, the graduates that have been out of job for the past 20 years, how many of them have gotten level 8 job? How many? And the ones that have gotten job, did they really get at level 8, or they just got to do what is available for them to put food on the table? Go and check the people that federal government or state government have employed. How much are they earning? The ones that are not able to get into federal government system and are in the private sector, under what condition are they employed? Have we checked that? Okay, we have not checked that, and we are saying level 8 graduate starts at level 8, and so it shouldn't be a problem. I doubt how we see things in Nigeria. The Nigerian graduates today, if they see anything around that can put food on their table, irrespective of the level, they will do it. Graduates that are doing Okada and taxi driver and Uber drivers, what level is that? What level is that? How can you call that? What level is that? So, well, we can say it's a good initiative, but I don't think this is the first thing that should be done. Because first of all, have we finished honoring the ASU agreement? Have we actually furnished the universities? The learning environment, is it good? What are we trying to achieve here? Okay, students are going to school, university, classrooms are in a very dilapidated state, especially in the northern part of the country. There are no seats for students to sit down in the halls, and where nobody is talking about that. No good medical care in the campuses, and nobody is talking about that. Okay, the ASU and the non-ASU staff that we have in the universities, how are they being cared for? Electricity and other infrastructural materials that will provide the enabling learning environment. What are their conditions? Okay, and then to crown it all, which job opportunity do you have for these graduates, and how do you think they will pay back when they graduate? Because that is a very big issue to answer, and nobody is talking about that. Okay, somebody said, "Thank you, Mr. President. Even though most students voted against you, now you've proven that you are the best among all." Not really. Yes, he's scholastic. He is a scholastic brilliancy. Can you imagine? Speaking grammar. Eh? Now, wow. So at the end of the day, everybody is applauding it. Let's see how it will go. Somebody said, too much for what? Your own money and your benefits that you have been deprived of so long. Not really. So the fact here remains that it might be a good initiative, but it's like putting the cart before the horse. So that is like putting the cart before the horse. Okay, that is like putting the cart before the horse. There are several other things that should come first. Another thing is saying here, the implication is that government will no longer fund ASU. Big trouble for parents and Nigerian students. Exactly. Another person say rob Peter and pay Paul. The money that should have been used to make ASU live well, that they, instead of giving that consideration, that doing something else. Nigerians can pay their school fees if they have good job, if their parents have good job, and the environment is good. Okay, the first thing is to make the learning environment sane and consistent. Somebody say, "Una papa and mama they buy fuel for 500 naira per liter, and they are paying you 10k or 20k in a month, and you are happy." Nonsense. It's true. How can they? Somebody say, "How will the loan be repaid?" I see this as another wasteful pipe to drain our resources. Emphasis would have been to make the economy working, which will create room for the employment of teaching graduates that are scattered all over, teaming graduates scattered all over the country. Exactly. Somebody saying when the students finish school and get better job, they then go pay back the loan. How? We are saying we have graduates for the past 20 years that have not even gotten job. We are talking of when they finish, they get job. Where the job? The economy is collapsing. People are so myopic. I don't understand. Yeah? How can people be so myopic? Another person is asking the question here. You are talking as if you are not in Nigeria. How many of your family members and friends have good job? You are just supporting every trash from these evil people. Yes, people are just supporting every trash. How many people for the past 30 years have gotten good job in Nigeria? Let's be frank. Psychophants are just coming here to say he's doing well, he's this and that. Let's see now. Say it just started. So somebody is saying Tinubu is certain that the election court may not favor him. So he's just trying to placate the masses. Say, who will deliver you from your abysmal ignorance? So the fact remains that this law, it would have been good if everything is working fine. But nothing is working fine in Nigeria. So this law is also one of those policies that never worked in Nigeria. And one of them is Empire money or traders money. And even the issue of what do they call it? National ID card project. Where did it go? Look at Nigerian Air project. Where did it go? There's nothing that has ever worked here. People just start things. Try and correct the ones that are not working in Nigeria before you create new ones. That is what you should be doing. Look back the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years and look at all the policies that have never worked. Find out why they have never worked and try to correct them before you create new ones. Eh? Oh, wow. It's okay. Congratulations to Nigerian students. Hope you have access to the loan, and also hope that when you graduate, you have job to pay back. Go and ask UK and US and some countries that where students refuse to go to school, where students refuse to even take the student loan because they are not able. A country like UK, people pay back student loan for more than 30 years, and some of them don't want to go to school because they don't want the loan burden. For that, it's an environment that is very sane and they have good job and they have job opportunities to a certain level. Not talk of Nigeria where nothing is working. They will collect the loan and chop it and go home. Nothing will happen. That is it. Nothing will happen. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this issue of student loan bill being signed into law by President Tinubu.